I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city.
Thank you for tuning in the show. I'm Tony, this Pops. As we finish watching the game, wrapping up, the Spurs advance into the NBA championship for the first time in 11 years. They beat the OKC 111-103. Wemby finished with 22. Champagne pitched in with 20. And the rest of them guys played well as well. Pops, how was the Spurs able to overcome OKC and advance to the championship?
I told you, the others had to step up, in order for them to take down OKC, and that's just what happened. The others stepped up. Fox gave us something that really wasn't expecting because he's been struggling. Champagne, I talked crap about him, and he stepped up the last two games, I believe. The kid Harper, it's just his genes. His dad is Ron Harper, one of the Chicago. Huh?
That's his dad for real?
Yeah, his old man is Ron Harper.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, that's his old man. So it's in his genes, it's in his DNA. So yeah, the bench gave them something. Bryant didn't do much, but he's a piece for the future. But yeah, man, the others stepped up and did their thing. Wemby really didn't have to carry him like that because the others stepped up and filled that void. So, man, it was just a team effort, and it was great coaching tonight too. I have to give Mitchell his kudos. He did a great job tonight.
Yeah, man, I agree. I think the Spurs played very well tonight. I won't lie. Most of the series, the Spurs just looked like the better team to me. I picked OKC in 7, but Spurs are just looking a little bit better. They look a little bit more athletic. They look a little bit more faster. And I think J-Dub going down, AJ Mitchell going down, I think that really hurt OKC because they ain't got no ball handlers no more outside of Shea. And once we get to trapping him, making him work harder, them other guys not really ball handlers. They just shot makers. So I think that really hurt them. And then, oh my, chat, like, bro, that man's so soft, bro. Like, paying that man $200 million should be a crime, bro. That man gave you 4 points, shot the ball 2 times.
That's what they gave him, $200 million.
Yeah, they signed him when they won the championship. They just gave him like $250 million.
Damn, I didn't know he got paid like that.
Yeah. He made the All NBA third team this year, All Defensive first team. But man, Chet is. I mean, he not that good to me. He passing up open threes. He not shooting no open shots, bro. We need you to be aggressive, bro. What you doing?
Yeah, like Stephen A. said, Wemby snatched his heart out.
Like he like that man.
Yeah, he punked that man.
It's like he just scared of the moment. Like, bro, you open. I'm watching this man wide open, passing the shot up, passing the ball up. I think it was probably game 4 or game 6. The man was wide open for a 3. And he turned that into a turnover because he tried to pump fake, go pass, and somebody picked his pockets. You just had a wide open 3. Shoot the ball.
And then when we dunked on his ass, that kind of really, got into his head, So, yeah, man, he just,
he's soft.
Yeah, I
Really?
didn't expect that at all from him. I thought, that would be a good rivalry between those two,
He not even the same ballpark as Wemby.
Man, Chet let me down. I thought it was going to be on for the next 10 years between these two, A 7-1, 7-2 guy going up against the 7-5, a freak or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just he let me down, man. And I know he let his teammates down. He let the city down. He let the organization down. Man, that dude stunk up the whole series, man.
Oh, he ain't had not one good game. We done played 7 games. You can't. His best game, I think he probably scored 14, bro. We need 20 and 10 from you. Like you can't do that. But
especially they dub not there. You know what I mean?
especially when J Dub not there. I think that, like I said, I think that really hurt them, J Dub, because he can take some of that pressure off Shea, because he's a ball handler. AJ Mitchell, he's a ball handler. Like I mean, like I said, I felt like the Spurs was just a little bit better, but I would have loved to see the Thunder at full strength. But this the playoffs, ain't nobody really at full strength at this time of the year. And Shea passed up some open shots too that I really didn't like. He had it going. I'm like, bro, you gotta shoot some. You gotta shoot some of them shots, especially when he getting a one-on-one matchup. He kept kicking it out sometimes. I'm like, bro, you gotta shoot this game 7. We need you to MVP.
He probably didn't have his legs under him. You know, he was tired. You know what I mean? They kept putting those doubles on him, and he was the only one out there really, you know, giving them the business. I think he's, he just ran out of gas. You know.
Yeah, he was. He was. I thought he was gonna be able to pull it through, but man, San Antonio, they just make too many runs. Like OKC make a lot of runs. San Antonio can quiet every run they make. Every run they can make, San Antonio can make a run of their own. But man, I thought this was a great series. Like I knew it was gonna go 7. I knew it was going 7, and I'm not surprised at all the Spurs won because they got a great team over there. They gonna have a great team for the next few years. Like I like you said, Harper. I didn't even know that was Ron. Did he play for the Bulls, Ron Harper?
Yeah, he won a few championships. Michael Scott and Dennis Rodman.
Son, man, I like Dylan Harper. He gonna be a star. I like Castle too, and I like Fidel. Who?
He was the number 2 pick.
Yeah, he's the number 2 pick. After Cooper Flag.
Yeah,
I wanted to see them get Cooper Flag. I wanted Cooper Flag to go to the Spurs, but they had got Dylan Harper. I didn't really know much about him, but that man a baller.
He a baller. I didn't know he was a player like this. I thought, they was just reaching and grab somebody, but
Yeah.
he a player for sure.
That's why I thought it was too, because they had a chance at the number 1 pick. I thought they were probably gonna get it. I'm thinking Cooper Flag paired with Wemby. And then once they made out on him, I thought they was just reaching too and just like, let me just grab somebody who I think would be nice. But man, that man could be a star one day for real.
They got the potential. Him and Castle and I see some potential in Brian too. He remind me of a young Ant-Man.
Brian.
Yeah, that kid Brian coming
Yeah.
off the Spurs bench. He got some legs.
I was gonna say he could jump. He could jump for sure.
Yeah, and he seemed like he got some heart too. So he
Yeah.
might be a name in the future. We see a lot.
Then they got Kelvin Johnson. He hit some big threes in that fourth to kind of kind of create some separation between the Spurs and the Thunder. But man, like we said, I think Chet was the biggest reason they lost this series. Chet was the biggest reason.
Yeah, he was a hell of a letdown, man.
Man, I'll package him and go try to get Giannis. I'll package him up. Go ahead, take him.
Right? Yeah. That'd be Yeah, they need somebody like Giannis, but on the thing, well, they wouldn't be messing up because Chet didn't shoot the ball anyway. Because I was about to say.
That's what I'm saying. Chet not shooting. I see if Chet was snapping that thing, because Giannis gonna kind of clog up the paint, but Chet, he not doing nothing. Giannis could give you way more than what he gonna give you. I'll package him up. Go get Giannis. You got the number 12 pick too. Come on, man. And then you think about last year, we was having these same conversations about him last year in the finals. He averaged 10 points in the finals last year.
He followed it up with this. He followed it up with this train wreck. So they got to make a move, man.
They can't stand pat, bro. Not with Wemby ascending, bro. You can't stand pat, bro. You gotta get up off him, bro.
Exactly.
Especially if he not gonna play with no heart. If he ain't gonna play with no heart, bro, we trying to win championships. We not gonna be able to beat the Spurs with you playing the way you playing. Did you see Wemby slam that thing on him like that though?
Yeah, that's when I think he lost all his confidence. He just was, he took himself out of the game at that point, because that was ugly right there. Yeah. Man, just like he snatched his heart after that. I didn't see any fight after that.
Man, that man ain't had no fight this whole series, man. He don't even be looking for no shot.
Especially after that.
Yeah, especially after that. He don't even be looking for no shot. I'm trying to see when the rivalry start though, because I'm like, man, Chet not even nowhere close to Wemby as a basketball player.
And I kind of, uh, Wemby rookie in his second year, I thought, we had a potential to see, like I said, man, a good rivalry because I put Chet up there.
Yeah.
I had him up there, looking at his skill set. He can handle the ball. He can shoot. He had a little post up game. He played defense. So I just seen something different, I guess, than what
Yeah.
Chet had.
I mean, you weren't the only one. There was a lot of people saying that the shoe. They convinced me Chet was like that. They was convincing me Chet was better than J Dub, and I was buying it. I'm like, maybe okay, maybe he is, but J Dub just rises up to the moment. Like J Dub, way more aggressive. He's just a way better sidekick, and you could tell Shea was very frustrated with Chet, bro. He just kept looking at him like shaking his head. You could tell he was frustrated. Like, bro, it's the playoffs, bro. It's win to go home. You still out here playing like this. It's no
Exactly.
tomorrow after this.
Yeah, but Chet got the potential to be the number two. He, like I said, he got the skill set. Maybe he just doesn't have the heart right now or something. It's something missing. But I know he has the skill set though because I seen it. You've seen him bring the ball up as like a point guard and pull up for a 3-pointer, a mid range or whatever, or
Yeah.
make a point guard like pass. So yeah, he definitely has potential to be number two. Like I said, maybe it's the coach, can't bring him out of it, can't bring it out of him, or I don't know what it is, but if they uh keep him this year for the following season and he follows it up again and he stinks it up, yeah, him, he has to go, and the coach, in my opinion.
You think they're gonna let him run it back? I think they probably gonna let him run it back one more time. Since they wasn't healthy.
If they just paid him all that money, they don't have a choice but to run him back at least another season, you
Yeah.
know.
I think they gonna probably lean on them not being healthy, so they gonna be probably like, we want that full strength, so let's run it back and see what we can do at full strength. But Giannis is available. He might not be available next year. That's what I'm looking at. Like,
Right.
I feel like you might as well just try. You might as well just try.
Exactly. Just
It's
go ahead and shoot for it.
It's like I said, especially with Wemby and them on the rise like this, like they gonna be even better next year.
Yeah, I don't see the Thunder ever beating them again. Not in the playoff series.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, this was the year right here. This was y'all last chance right here. After this, it's gonna be too hard. It's gonna be too
Yeah,
hard.
I don't see it unless they get somebody like Giannis, or Ant Man or Jalen Brown or somebody. They're gonna need a big wing like that, a wing player.
Yeah, they needed that man. They missed J Dub. They needed that extra player, bro. They needed one more person.
Yeah, they took him to seven, without him though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can look at the bright side of things. They took them to 7 without 2 of their players. But I agree with you. I think the Spurs gonna be even better next year. So I think this was the year to do it.
Yeah, and then Spurs, they're gonna end up making some moves even if they win the championship.
Right. They gonna get better. Yeah, you're right. They gonna get better.
They know that they're undersized. That's like I said, they playing Wemby and four guards basically. You know what I mean? That's why they get killed on the inside. And that's what I'm expecting to happen in New York with OG and Anobi and Cat. Down low, they're gonna kill them on the second chance and on the boards.
Yep. But with that being said, you already touched on it. We got our finals matchup: Knicks versus the Spurs. Spurs got home court advantage since they got the better record. Who you got in this series and how many games?
I'm sticking with the Spurs. I picked them to win in OKC in 7, and I'm picking the Spurs to win in San Antonio in maybe 6. No, game 6 would be in New York.
Yeah,
So
game
I'm
New York.
I'm picking San Antonio to win in game 5 in San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Spurs as well. I'm gonna go with the Spurs in 6 though. I'm gonna give the Knicks a little respect because they've been playing some great basketball. They've been blowing the doors off everybody. But
Uh,
it's a different beast. This is a different beast. I like how they match up with the Knicks. Cat could take Wemby away from the hole. Jalen Brunson can go 1-on-1 with them guys, play his game. But Spurs got great defenders. It ain't like they can't like them guards can't defend. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be my will versus yours. And I just think the Spurs got too many bodies to throw at Jalen Brunson. I think that's gonna wear him down. They gonna make them other guys beat him. Josh Hart, OG. They gonna make them type of guys beat him. They not gonna let Jalen Brunson beat him, just like they didn't let Shea beat him. And I think Shea better than Jalen Brunson. So if they can do that to Shea, they can do that to a smaller Jalen Brunson. So
Yeah.
I don't see the Knicks. I'd be shocked if the Knicks beat the Spurs. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'd be shocked. That'd be an upset for me. I got the Spurs in 6. Knicks are still 2. Spurs probably gonna win the first 2. Knicks probably will win that first one at home. I could see the Spurs going up 3-1. Knicks winning the game 3-2. Spurs close them out of 6, 4-2. So I'm going to Spurs. I think Wemby gonna be Finals MVP. He gonna have a big series against the Knicks because he got that confidence now. He didn't beat the boogeyman. So now they feeling themselves. They confidence gonna be through the roof. They gonna roll over the Knicks. I ain't gonna lie. I think they gonna roll over them.
Hopefully the Knicks, hearing everybody, giving San Antonio the series, and that they come out with some fire, and maybe stretch it to 7 games. I would love to see that, but I just
Sorry,
don't
we having
see
technical
because San
difficulties.
Antonio,
He'll be joining us
they got a
back
lot of
again
firepower.
shortly. But
Even
like
though
I
they
was
don't get
saying,
much from the
I
bench,
think
but
the
on certain
Spurs
nights,
will win this series. I
they'll
believe Wemby
get
gonna have a big
some
game, big
valuable minutes
series.
from their bench or whatever.
I don't want to
But
disrespect the Knicks though. I do not want to disrespect the Knicks. I think the Knicks like I said, Knicks gonna push them to 6. I hope this is a great series. I'm gonna be rooting for the Knicks because I want to see New York get a ring. I ain't never seen them win a championship in my life. I seen the Spurs win championships before, if that's a good reason. But I never seen the Knicks win a championship before in my life, so I would love to see them win one.
OG down there.
So yeah, man, shout out to the Spurs for overcoming OKC.
In that way, but
like I said, the better team won. We could talk about injuries. Yes, OKC
each one of them
was hurt, but the better
so it's
team
just gonna be
won.
hard for them
And the
for Brunson
Knicks,
to,
hopefully,
do what he's
they
been
can
doing
slow
in,
down Wemby
these
because they can't
playoffs,
slow down Wemby. They don't stand no chance. And then even though you slow down Wemby, you still got Castle, you still got Harper, you still got Vassell, you still got Fox, you still got Kelvin Jones. Boy, the Spurs is so deep, like golly, boy, like Spurs got hitters. Spurs got hitters, man, but they built a great team around Wemby, bro. I'm not gonna start speaking on dynasties and stuff like that because I feel like every time somebody win, we get to talking dynasty. OKC just won last year. We dynasty. Now they lose this year. If we go to football, the Eagles won the year before. This team could be a dynasty. I think your network was messing up. Your call probably dropped.
Okay.
I was saying though, I ain't gonna jump the gun and get the calling the Spurs a dynasty in the making because I feel like we do that with every team. We did that with OKC when they won last year. We were saying, "Oh, this team gonna be a dynasty." We even do it in football when the Eagles won. We said, "Hey, that team got the makeup to be a dynasty." Then they lose the next year. Now we doing that with the Seahawks. We saying, "Well, they got the players, so they can probably be a dynasty because they got young players." You got to go year by year. It's hard to repeat. That's why it ain't been done since KD Warriors.
Yeah, any sport is hard to repeat. It used to be, it would happen often in the NBA, but like you said, since the Warriors, nobody's been going, back to back to the championship.
Yeah, but when you look at the players that been repeating, like you said, KD, Steph, the person before that was LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Then you got to go to Kobe and Powell. Then it was Kobe and Shaq. Like it be them pantheons that's repeating. Them ain't just anybody just repeating.
Yeah.
Like we said, Chet not even on that level. If he would have took his game to another level, then they could have been that. But man, you can't predicate it on Chet, man. You ain't gonna be that. You ain't gonna be that dependent on him.
Nah, yeah, he got to step up, man. Chet looked like man, he was a high schooler out there. He just was out of his league, looked like. Like man, he
Yeah,
just was he was defeated, man. I just
like you
didn't
said,
see it at
he took
all.
his heart. Wemby took his heart, just like you said.
Yeah, I didn't expect this at all. I just expected way more from Chet. No, man, I thought it was gonna be the American versus the European, two 7 footers with a similar skill set going at it. But man, this just threw a damper on that whole rivalry right there because it's not a rivalry. I don't see this as a rivalry at all. You know, I thought Chet would give us at least 20, 25.
Yeah, he not. But yeah, Wemby just out of his league. But like since game one, it's just like Wemby owned them, bro. Wemby owned them. Like Chet don't even look at the basket when Wemby on him. Like he ain't thinking about doing none when Wemby guarding him. He just trying to get that ball up.
Which is crazy, man. They're similar players. I don't know what he's afraid of. That's what it was like. He was afraid out there.
Yeah, it do. It really do. He's playing scared for sure. I've been saying that. I'm like Chet playing scared. That's gonna cost him. The man
Yeah,
wide open three. You 7 foot and you not shooting it. But when Chet on the perimeter, he just moves so slow. It's like he a robot or something. Like he moves so slow. Like Wimby got way more flow to his game to me. He way more fluid. Like he way more loose with it. Chet's so stiff and robotic. It's like he kind
right.
of move like a big man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So they're gonna have to, have some conversations, man, because man, by mid season, by All Star break, they've been played the Spurs a few times, so they'll have a gauge of how his play is against Wemby.
Yeah.
But man, if it's looking like the same old thing, they got to make a move by All Star break and get him up out of there, man.
Yeah, but I don't really think they gonna get up off him. I agree with you. They probably gonna let him play again because he homegrown too. But man, you can't sit around playing with him, man, because like we said, he was playing scared, bro. He was playing scared.
Hella scared, man. Hella scared.
And that's why I like the Knicks. I don't think Ket gonna be playing scared. I think Ket gonna make Wemby work on the defensive end. You gotta make Wemby work on the defensive end, bro. Y'all just letting him rest on defense because everybody's scared to challenge him. So now he using all that energy on offense. He too big. Now we gotta make him work on defense. I feel like Ket gonna make him work on defense, make him use up some of that energy so we can kind of zap some of them legs from him so he won't be doing all that on offense, grabbing rebounds, shooting threes, going to the free throw line. We not Chet's supposed to be the one to wear him down. He too fresh.
Exactly. Like I said, he was a major letdown, man. A
Yep.
major damn letdown.
But man, I'm excited for that Knicks series though. But I hope the Knicks can do it. I hope they can do it. I never seen New York win a championship. I seen the Spurs win a few, but I never seen the Knicks win one. I love to see the Knicks win one in my lifetime. So I'm gonna be rooting for the Knicks in this series.
Yeah, now to give the league hope, like if the Knicks can beat them, that'll give them hope that he can be beat. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because right now it look like he might, three-peat or win four or five in a row. You know what I mean?
If he stay
That's
healthy,
if he gets some more help. It's definitely over with. If he gets some size and a power forward and a power forward that can stretch the floor or whatever,
yeah.
So yeah, with another big guard. So yeah, man,
I
that'll
don't
get at least some hope.
I don't know if they're gonna bring no more guards up in there. They so guard heavy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They need like a stretch four or a big small forward or something.
Yep, yep. But yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be hard trying to beat these Spurs. It's gonna be hard trying to beat Wemby, bro, because he got a great team around him.
Yeah, a team with size is gonna be able to give them problems though, because like I said, they're small. You know, there's basically four guards playing with Wimby out there. So a team with size that can have a presence inside and can shoot the ball will get the Spurs problems.
Yeah, we gonna need a team with a shooting big. If your big
Yeah,
can't shoot, y'all not beating the Spurs.
exactly.
But man, I can't believe that boy.
Yeah, man, he let the whole city down.
He really did though. He let the whole city down. I
He
don't,
stunk that damn gym up.
I don't like the shot Lou Dortz was shooting. I'm like, Lou Dortz, you not no 3-point shooter to be shooting some of them threes.
Yeah, shit, they was in desperate mode. They was in desperation mode, you know. They
He
was
was in the first,
trying.
he was in the first quarter launching them joints from deep. I don't know. That's too
Yeah,
far, boy. You
yeah,
know,
they was trying to go for the knockout blow. Because they knew if it was a close game, the
you're gonna be
Spurs
hard.
was gonna pull it out, man. They knew if it was close, they didn't have a chance really of winning that game. They got to go for the knockout blow.
Yeah, in my heart of heart, I kind of felt like the Spurs gonna win too. I'm like, Spurs just a little better than them, bro. Like, it's too
Yeah,
hard for OKC to score. The Spurs just scoring so easy, and OKC just the play got to be so perfect for them to score, or somebody just got to hit a contested shot.
yeah, it's
Spurs
hard.
get wide open shots. It's just like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
defense was suffocating.
Yeah, and them boys, like I said, they was making their open threes tonight, man. San Antonio, the others stepped up big time tonight, man. You
Yeah.
know, those boys was smacking them. They was knocking them down.
You know who I like on OKC though, man? I like Casey Wallace. I like his game, bro.
Wallace,
Yeah, Wallace.
yeah, he was decent. Yeah,
He'll lock down defender and he'll hit that open three. He'll hit that open three.
oh
Like
yeah, they gonna,
his hands is crazy. Like you can't be playing with that ball around. He'll pick you. He'll pick your pocket quick.
oh here another Kawhi, huh?
Yeah, the case of Wallace, man, that boy got potential. If he could just get a little bag on him, get a little handle on him, and probably get to the hole,
Uh-huh.
he could be something. He could be something. But right now, he a 3-and-D guy. Like he a perfect 3-and-D guy though. Like that's a guy like LeBron needed, who LeBron needed in his day. Case of Wallace like that. I like him.
Yeah, but they're gonna need somebody else that could put that ball in the basket because Shea basically was out there lining up on his own, man.
Yeah, they got two other guys. It's just your luck. Both of them got hurt.
Yeah, Jay Will basically like a 3-point shooter. I don't consider him one of those guys. You know what I mean?
Jay
He
Will handle on him
I
though.
I don't see him being able to lead a team on his own.
Oh nah, he ain't lead no team on his own.
So your second player should be like a Jalen Brown. You know what I mean? Somebody that can lead the team on their own.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, yeah, he not leading no team on his own now. But I like
Uh,
them to Shea though. You seen what AJ Mitchell did to the Lakers? They was missing that.
yeah.
They was missing that. They was missing a guy that could just go get his own bucket. Like we let Caruso shoot. Like man, Shea let Caruso shoot the three. It was like 17 seconds left. They let Caruso shoot. I'm like Shea, why you ain't going to get the ball?
He
Crazy.
didn't have his legs. He was tired.
But remember, Caruso hurt his wrist trying to dunk Wemby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah, so he probably should have went demanded the ball, but you got to go down with the ship, man. Even if your legs tired, you still got to,
you
man,
gotta
try to get that shot up there.
gotta go down swinging because that was Michael Jordan. You would want Mike to take that shot.
Yeah, so you got to take the shot.
Gotta
You
take
know,
the shot.
you got to find a way to muster up that strength, man, and get it done. If you the man.
Yeah. But my last question to be: did this certify Wemby as the best, solidify Wemby as the best player in the world?
Uh, no, I wouldn't give it to him yet after this first run. You know, until further notice, I guess the best player will be Shea. He's the most valuable player right now until I guess Wemby take that from him next year. Because most likely I think he's gonna win the championship and get the MVP this year. This year during the playoffs, I would say yeah he's the best player, but I got to see it for the entire season. In the entire season he wasn't the best player this year. It was Shea. Then they had to throw Joker in there, whatever, and Wemby. Those three, kind of went back and forth. But next year, yeah, I got to see him do it for the entire season before I can say he's the best player in the NBA right now. But
Yeah.
he's definitely top three. Him, Shea, and Ant-Man.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely top three. I might probably have to say he the best player only because I felt like, because at first I did have Shea as the best player in the world, But I felt
Nah,
like he outplayed Shea, and like his impact on the game was just so much bigger than Shea. I felt like when he
nah,
was in the game, he shutting down the whole side of the court. Then on offense, don't let him. If he get going, we not beating him. They OKC
yeah,
not beating him if he going. Well, if Shea got
nah,
it going, we still lost. You know what I'm saying? If
nah,
we had it going like that, OKC not beating them. They might get blew out.
exactly.
And Wemby, it's just he's 7'4". He a cheat code, bro. He's 7'4",
Man, that's what I'm
shooting
saying.
three, putting the ball on the floor. He hitting all his free throws. I mean, Wemby not missing no free throws. Usually big guys be missing free throws. He
Yeah,
not missing no free throw. He got nice touch. Only thing I would say about him is he be inconsistent, bro. Like some you see in this series, some games he give you 40. Next game he only shooting a few shots. He inconsistent, but it's gonna be hard to argue him not being the best player in the world, especially if he win this championship.
yeah. He definitely has a hell of an argument. I mean, like I said, it's him and Shea right now, and man, it's either or. Like, who do you want? You know, right now I think Shea is better, clutch player than him right now because he's a better shooter. He's more efficient. You know, so that's why I just can't really give it to Wemby outright right now. You know, and is a hell of a clutch player too. You
I've
know,
noticed you ain't put Joker in your top three.
nah, joking, nah, come on, man, nah,
You ain't put him in the top three.
nah, hell no.
Why you ain't put him in the top three?
He top 10 though. I give him he top 10.
You ain't even top five, huh?
Nah, he top 10.
Top 10. I
Yeah,
gotta put them offensive numbers, man. It's crazy. But one thing I don't like about Joker is that defense is atrocious, bro. Like, come on now. We gotta be a little bit better than that. That's why I don't call him the best player in the world. I feel like I'll put him third behind Wemby and Shea. But him losing to the Timberwolves without Ant-Man, they was missing Ant-Man, they was missing Dante, they was missing Io, and you still losing that series. I do gotta dock you some points for that.
uh-huh,
You gotta dock you some points for that because I thought you was better than that.
exactly.
But yeah, man. And then he let Rudy. Rudy was doing them. You see what Wemby did to him. You see what Wemby did to Rudy. Jokic
Yeah,
couldn't.
game of business. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you. That's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. We out.